Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tech Showdown. My name is Kevin, this is my adorable co-host Teddy, and today I'm finally getting around to checking out the AMD RX Vega 56. This is an MSI retail one that you could get from your local computer store, if you could find them, or if they're in stock for that matter. So yeah, sorry this has taken a while. As you guys probably well know, the Vega 56s are a little bit hard to get right now. And I've been busy with a few other things. But hey, we got there in the end. So let's jump into this unboxing then. So I haven't... Oh, I'll show you guys the back. There we go. So I haven't opened this at all. I have no idea what this comes with. So you are going to be as surprised as I am. So just open up the top here for you guys. There we go. Pull this out. It's been a little while since I've done an unboxing actually, hasn't it? So we see just MSI on the top here. This will be the accessories box and the GPU will be underneath. We'll see what accessories it comes with. So we have a 6-pin to 8-pin power adapter. I don't actually know what this features, so I'm guessing it's dual 8 pins, or it'll be maybe an 8-pin and a 6-pin, so that's probably why they included this guy. And then another box, another little carry pouch here. It's a little bit like Boxception. Oh, and all that's there is the manual. Wow, MSI, that's some premium packaging for just a manual. You'd expect more. Okay, but whatever. It is what it is. So let's get on with it then. Alright. So here we see, we take this foam off the top. Have a warranty card here. You go and register the card with MSI. And we have the GPU itself. Here we go. Take this off. The first thing that strikes me, I'd actually... Sorry, take this off first. This plastic is a bit noisy. I've actually forgotten the RX Vega 64 a little bit when I tested that a while back, but it always strikes me because of course I did quite a bit of testing with the RX 480, and this is basically a giant version of that cooler, so it always kind of catches me off guard. But yeah, this reference design is really nice. So let's jump in and talk about this Vega 56 and what it features. So of course it's coming with the 14nm Vega 10 GPU, 3,584 stream processors. The Vega 64 has 4,096. 256 texture units, that's the same as what you get on the Vega 64. It also has 64 ROPs, which once again is the same as what you get on the Vega 64. An 1156 MHz base clock, as opposed to the 1247 MHz base for the 64, and a 1471 MHz boost clock to the Vega 64's 1546 MHz. Memory-wise, it's going with 8 gigabytes of HBM2 memory at 800 MHz, whereas the 64 was at 945 MHz, and a 210 watt TDP, which is substantially lower than the 295 watt TDP of the Vega 56, Vega 64, I should say. These names, it all gets confusing. So basically, the 56, you're seeing slightly cut down in terms of stream processors, and also the speeds are cut down compared to the Vega 64. But for the most part, a lot of people really like this graphics card because of the price point it comes in at, and of course we'll be talking about that a lot more when we do the showdown. So let's talk now about the cooler then. So this is a blower style design. If you do not know what that means, the air is intaked at the fan here. You'll see there's no other places for it to intake, nothing open on the back or anything like that. So it intakes through the fan here, and then it exhausts all that hot air out the rear of the graphics card here. What are the benefits of that? Well, it's very good if your system doesn't have particularly good airflow. That's a good thing because it gets all the hot air out, whereas if you have a non-reference design, an open cooler, that will, obviously it cools the GPU itself better, but it then blows all that hot air around in your case, which isn't ideal if your case doesn't have very good airflow. So yeah, this is basically, as I said before, a giant version of what we saw first on the RX 480 way back in the day. It's a much bigger body, larger, improved vapor chambers, that's good. A larger fan as well, a 30mm fan, which is nice. And it is a nice looking card. The non-reference models of RX Vega GPUs are right around the corner though. So I'm not sure if I would really recommend them for right now unless you have a specific use case. As I said, if your case is bad airflow, or it's quite a small case or something else, or if you're going to be running multiple GPUs, that's another good thing about using a blower design as well. They can be quite good there. So let's go over the power and I/O. So we see up top, it's a dual 8-pin power connectors. And then when we go around to I/O, we're seeing, what's this? DisplayPort, 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 HDMI. So I imagine this is DisplayPort 1.4 and the HDMI will be HDMI 2.0. Yes. So quite good there. No DVI, which some people may not like, but honestly, I think most people nowadays use DisplayPort. I'd actually be interested to know. Let me know in the comment section down below with your graphics card, which cable do you use to connect it to your monitor? Do you use DisplayPort, DVI, or HDMI? Let me know. I'd be interested to know. It's a good question. I personally use DisplayPort. Almost pretty much everything I use DisplayPort. But hey, that might just be me. So yeah, this will be an interesting graphics card to check out. I am going to be doing a showdown with the Vega 56 going up against the card in my system right now. That is a Turbo GTX 1070. So that is the closest to reference that I can get because I can't get a Founders Edition. But that is the next best thing. Yeah, I know it says Turbo in the name, but honestly, it's pretty much exactly like a Founders Edition. Except the cooler's, I think, worse than a Founders Edition one. So yeah, so I thought it'd be very, very close, both blower-style designs as well, to put the Vega 56 up against. And it's good now because this Vega 56 has had some time to have new drivers come out, a bit more time to get sorted, so it'd be cool to see how it performs. I thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe to Tech Showdown if you haven't already, and like the video. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.